your buddy. Peace and harmony with you here today. The covert narcissist tactics of gaining control, specifically that of disdain. The word is spelled D-I-S-D-A-I-N, and it means, it is a noun. It is the feeling that someone or something is unworthy of consideration or respect, contempt. The disdain for which the covert narcissist treats you, treating you as if you're unworthy or that you're contemptible. This is often verbally, or more importantly, non-verbally spoken. In fact, 75% of communication is done on the non-verbal level. Only 5% is done on the verbal level. So the covert narcissist will use the communication style of their nonverbal behavior to communicate this disdain, which means a disregard, a lack of consideration, a contempt for somebody. And this can be anyone who is in their space. In other words, this town ain't big enough for the both of us sort of attitude. And they do this oftentimes by their physical behavior, either out of touch, out of sync with yourself as a spouse or yourself as a family member. They might pace themselves differently, being extremely slow to action, being very docile to requests, not really having it together, seeming very disorganized, very meek, very clumsy, so that they almost physically can't handle the regular tasks that would be required of them. So they put this on, but inside they know better and they feel better, and they are treating others with disdain and contempt as if they are not worthy of consideration. And this is usually not outwardly communicated, verbally communicated, where they're saying, you know what, I really don't want to do that. I'm not very good with a hammer and a nail, and I really don't think I can patch that hole in the garage. And, I really don't know what tools to use at the hardware store. I'm not very good at reading do-it-yourself manuals. So they just kind of try, and then they maybe cut themselves. They just sort of fumble and bumble around and don't really meet the level of satisfaction when they have all the wherewithal to be able to do this. They have the money, they have the intellect, there's people that they can call, but they just don't do it. And so it is really by their inaction that they exploit you, because they're not responsive. They're acting as a innocent bystander in an action where they really should be taking a situation where they really should be taking action. And it's very criminal in nature that they let so much go and oftentimes do not take action. They allow things to disintegrate through communication. They allow matters to become dilapidated emotionally. They allow children to go without guidance. They allow spouses to go without affection, outward affection. They think that maybe it has no place. Affection has no place. Speaking positively has no place. A smile has no place. All these basic humanity traits and expressions just have no place. There's, they might try to defend themselves saying, I was taught to never do these things. That doesn't, oftentimes when you look at their excuses, they're just that. They are excuses. And if they've ever gone out, in the world, seen a movie, listened to a romantic song, they know their role in the relationship. They're just hiding behind a mask of basically a derelict. They're hiding behind the mask of I don't know better. They're hiding behind a mask of meekness, yet if you look at evidence in their life, it's usually to the contrary. They own property, they have a responsible job, they have the respect of others. But however, it is this mask of being almost a social imbecile that they control and manipulate and exploit others. It's in their deliberate interfacing with others in sort of a socially, I don't want to say retarded manner, but ineffective manner. Socially very uninformed, socially sheltered, very not adept at getting along with people. Yet it's because they're really trying to seek to isolate themselves, or rather their supply, that they then end up exploiting people, because what ends up happening is they end up trying to siphon off people from the interactions that they need, the communication that they need and deserve, and they begin to create this sort of air of disdain, like, you just don't deserve to be treated with respect because I'm not going to give it to you. It's in their withholding that they communicate this sort of disdain and contempt and treatment that you're not worthy, when in absolute truth you are. So be very careful and observant of this nonverbal and verbal communication of you're not worthy, because this is a lie and this is how they control. And be careful not to be under control of that, under their control. Realize you are worthy. Realize you do have a voice. Realize you do expect and accept somebody who is able to perform for you, who's able to be there for you, who's able to communicate with you, give you something as simple as a smile, something as an explanation or an answer to your common questions why they should be able to do something. Because they will seek to control you, exploit you, and take advantage of you through this nonverbal treatment of disdain. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos help. Please share, please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussions, and support.